the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story will flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go! 54. Mike, 54. Go! Get in there. Let's get in there, man. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Under pressure.
Now Jackson. Out left to Anderson. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Jackson. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Ready. 15 on it. 59. I got you, punk.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Austin. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
To throw is Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Single the slot. Kill.
To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. What do you need? Black 5-4. Check.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go. What do you need? 54. Right, 54. Don't get nervous.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. 1st quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morgan. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down and 4, Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Darren Waller, 28 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
You're not ready. You're not ready. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
On second down now, it's Elliott. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 45 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo, the tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Throw right side, taken in by Pettis. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
55. Alert flare, slam.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Switch gears. Jim. Mike 55.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 54 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Check 59.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Check 3, check 3. Watch the edge.
Now Elliott. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Get ready, get ready.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Now Austin. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Ready? Check, 59. You gonna see me in your son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check 43. No.
A first down carry by Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is fielded at the goal line. Shrugs him off. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
Let's see if that script is a good one for them. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Goodwin able to haul it in. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And Garrett Selleck here on the completion. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
Here we go.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Garoppolo gives to Breida, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Right here, right here.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
They run it with Breida. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They'll run with Pollard, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Hey, watch the slant.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Put it to Jet Bomber. Put it to Jet Bomber.
Now Jackson on first down. And that's Elliott, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash, crash. Check, crunch, crunch.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Check, 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 check. Check 3, check 4.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all of
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the 49ers first down.
Here we go. Black 80! Pick it up! Bang, 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 bang! Shit!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
The Niners take over.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Breida, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end Kittle. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. 17 yards on the pickup. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Man left, man left.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, 33 yards. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let it
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And some room to work. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 72 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Garoppolo looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A big play there for the Niners. 55 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
They run with Breida. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. They run again with Breida. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
21.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Out. Quick the edge. 22 jet bomber.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. 54. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Here we go. 180. Watch 54. Hey, let's get up.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The outcome of this one, Well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Yeah. Hit it.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.